Hello there, aunties. So I'm here with this cutie pie. Look how cute he looks. And I decided to film this video today on this angle. I think you get to see him better and he looks so adorable. I got this new blanket at Target and I love it. It's by Circo, I think. And I have the girl version as well. I really like this blanket. So I'm gonna make a tag video. I love tag videos, but I hardly ever really get to film them. So yeah, so I saw a couple of Reborn mommies making this video, not too long ago, and I decided to film my version. I hope you can see him well. He's so adorable, guys. I'm so in love with him. So question number one. Okay. The name of the tag is Would You Rather? Okay, and Weebie Dolls, I think she created this tag. So Weebie Dolls, thank you for making this tag. I think it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna start question number one, reborns or silicone? Well, I never had a silicone baby before. So I don't know. I mean, I think they're, different things, of course. Like from what I heard, silicones require much more like care. You gotta be very careful when you're changing them, so you gotta change them kind of slowly because the silicone can rip. And I hear, people that love them and people that say they prefer reborns because they're just a little bit easier to take care of, So I don't know. I never had a silicone. I would love to hold one. Like, I'm very curious about how the skin feels, because I heard they feel super realistic. But, I never had one. In the other hand, also something else, I personally think they tend to be very expensive. Sometimes I think it's like too much money for it all, but I mean, I don't know. So like when I started on this hobby, to me, like spending $300 was crazy. Like, my first dolls, they were like under $300. They were like $250, $260. And to me, that was a lot when I started. But when you want to get a real high quality reborn, you're going to spend, $400 and up. $500 average, let's say. So, yeah, but silicone dolls are like over $1,000 almost every time. So I think it's a little bit too much money. But I would love to hold one. But if I gotta choose, since I never had a silicone before, I never even hold one, I'm gonna stay with the reborns because that's what I always had. Question number two, rooted or painted hair? Well, I had both, and I did have all my babies with painted hair. They've been amazing. I mean, especially the ones by Michelle. Like, look at this cutie. It's perfect. I mean, it's just amazing work. I don't know if you get to see, but I don't know how she does it, but she gives it like dimension. I don't know. It's like perfect. It feels real. So yeah. But with babies with I can talk today, guys. Babies with rooted hair, I had good and bad experiences. I don't know if you remember my gosh, I don't even remember what was the name of my Leah kid and my Lane kid. They had good rooted hair, like they never shed, so the artist did a good job on them. But Nathan was Gabriel's sculpt by Michelle Fagan, I think. He was shedding hair since day one. Apart from that, the artist that I got it from someone on eBay, which I didn't know anything about, never do that. Always try to do some research, I mean, eBay is like hit or miss. Sometimes you can find amazing babies there for a good price, or, and sometimes you can get burned. Well, that happened to me when I ordered Nathan. Yeah, he was shedding hair from day one. She didn't put the color hair that I wanted. It was a bad experience. So it was kind of frustrating because I would always have him on hats because I was scared to, brush or comb his hair and that it would start shedding all over the place. So So I like both. I mean, I like the fact that rooted hair gives it more realism, but in the other hand, also when painted hair is well done, like this little boy here, um, I don't know. It's also nice to not have like to worry about fixing it, but that's a hard question. It's like both kinds have their pros and cons. Okay, if I have to talk about realism, I'm gonna say rooted hair. Now, for like easy to take care of and if it's well done, like this baby, then I prefer painted hair. So that's a hard question for me. Like it depends, it depends. Now, if it's painted hair but it's not well done, I don't like it much. I really don't. But if it's gonna be rooted, it has to be rooted well. So yeah, I'm kind of picky with that. Next question: magnetic passes or modified? Well, the thing is, all the kits that I have now, they don't take modified passes. What I've been doing lately is because I'm so bad, guys, to like when I modify the passes and I put the magnet. I'm really bad to like put the magnet on the right place. I don't know why. I'm not getting it right. It's so frustrating. I think I'm gonna try some technique that I saw some Reborn mommy, or actually a few Reborn mommies here doing, where you kind of like put a bigger magnet and you cover it with something, and so I don't know. It moves. The magnet move whatever it has to move to fit. To be in the right place. I don't know if I'm explaining myself right, but yeah, but also what I've been doing is buying that, I don't know how you pronounce that, putty. It's like, that thing that you just, you cut a little piece, and you make a little ball, and you squish it, you put it on the passy, and then that sticks, kind of. So that's what I've been doing lately. But I would love to have a kit that can take modified passes and don't have to worry about the magnets. That would be fantastic. I hope I get a kit sometime that I can do that with. So if I have to choose, yeah, I would love modified. I mean, I don't have any baby that takes modified pacifier, but if I gotta choose, I say modified all the way. Next question, it says, boy or girl? Well, that's a hard one to answer now because, like I told you, I used to go for girls. I used to bond much better with girls, like since I can remember, till only like a couple of months ago, and now I like both. But like one Reborn mommy said today in a video I was watching, there's so many. I feel there's so many stuff for girls. Like, I don't know, the variety of clothes and the bows and the accessories accessories. Yeah, I think so. Sorry guys, I never know how to pronounce that word. There's just so many options, hair bows, hair bands, so many cute clothes. It's like I always thought that there's more cute clothes for girls than for boys. But I mean, like I said, I've been bonding very good with boys lately, very well with boys. So, but like I said, I still choose girls, I think, at the end of the day, because there's so many cute stuff for them. But I like both, don't get me wrong. Like now, I can have the same strong bond that I would have with a girl with a boy. So I'm very happy about that. Next question, open eyes or sleeping babies? Well, I like both. They both have their pros and cons again. What I like about the open eye babies is, like, I don't know, it's just they have more personality. I think you kind of create personality for them. So I like that, but they're not as realistic, like if you want to take them out. I don't take my babies out anyway, so I don't really care about that, but the sleeping babies look way more realistic. So gosh, I like both, but okay, I'm gonna say sleeping babies. But I like both, guys. It's hard to decide. Next question. PJs or dressed up? Well, I really like those fleece sleepers. I really like those, and I love putting my babies on those, especially, you know, winter. Even though now in Florida here it's not gonna get that cold, but I really like how they feel, you know, cozy and so if it's a PJ but it's a fleece PJ, I might even prefer PJ, but I also love dressing them up. So I'm gonna go with PJ, but I like both. Again, and if it's summer, you know, especially if it's summer, I like putting some nice cute outfit. Like, okay, next question. It says bassinet or crib. I don't have any of those, but if I have to choose, I think I would choose bassinet. I mean, for my reborns, because it takes less space, and I don't really have a proper nursery. I think, you know, crib kind of like takes a lot of place. The good thing would be though that I could put like probably all my babies in there, and that would be nice. You know, in a bassinet, or you cannot really fit many babies unless you have one or two. So I'm gonna say bassinet. Next question, vintage prim or modern travel system? Now, guys, as you know, English is my second language. To be honest with you, I don't really know what vintage prim means. I take it as, and I please, if any of you can tell me exactly what it is, but I'm guessing it's one of those kind of like vintage strollers, maybe, that how can I say, I would say the babies are a little bit more exposed. I mean, like, people could see the baby more, but I don't know. I'm gonna go with modern travel system, because oh, hold on a second. Yeah, the modern travel system, you can kind of like pack it, you know, make it smaller, right, and store it, or, you know, carry it easier. So and I don't think you can do that with the vintage prim. So I'm gonna go with modern travel system. Next question, a bouncer or baby swing? Bouncer, definitely. I got a bouncer not too long ago, and I love it to put my babies there. I haven't filmed any video with any of my babies on the bouncer, but I think it looks cool, and you can even use it to change them and stuff, so it's just great. Next question, skinny bottles or wide bottles? I don't like those tiny bottles that sometimes I see, that I guess I use those for like preemie babies, maybe, you know, those very thin bottles. I don't really like those much, but I don't want a bottle that is super wide. So something in between, I would say. I really like, my favorite bottles are the Tommy Tippy. I love Tommy Tippy bottles. I think the nipple is so flexible that it just looks real, when it looks like if the baby was having his milk, really. So I like those. And I think it's the last question, cats or dogs? Well, as you know, recently I adopted a kitty. So and I had cats before. I like both. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I had cats in the past. I had more dogs than cats that I can remember, but I like both the same. Now, if at the end of the day I think I have to choose one, I would say dogs, because dogs are they are more work, but I think they kind of like they're more like expressive, you know what I mean? Like, you know, when you get home, but you know what? It's like their cats have their way to show you their love too. You know what I mean? If you have cats, you know what I'm talking about. You know, like, say, for example, I mean, you know, my dogs show me their love, like, say, you know, I get home and they shampoo me, you know, and they lick my face and all that. And my kitty, she comes and she starts doing that thing with the paws, you know, on my tummy or my arm or whatever. It's just so cute. And I was reading a little bit about cats the other day, and, you know, about things that they do, you know, ways they have to express their love for you. And it was very interesting, like a couple of things I didn't know. And so now when my kitty do that, I'm like, oh, okay. It's very sweet. So I'm gonna say dogs, yeah, just because they are they tend to be more expressive. But when I used to live in Connecticut, sometimes I wish my dogs were cats, really, because I used to hate having to take them out when it was snowing out. When it was all icy out and stuff, it was so dangerous, guys. I used to have a deck that it would freeze up like very quickly when it was cold, and oh my gosh, like for me that have bad knees and stuff, I had to be extra careful every time I was gonna go outside, and especially to take my dogs, it was kind of like a nightmare. Especially the last winter that it was so long and we had 3 dogs. Boy, I don't miss that at all. So yes, I was like, oh gosh, I wish you guys knew how to use the toilet or use a litter box, I swear. I used to tell my dogs. So yeah, alright guys, so those are my questions. I hope I didn't make you bored. Sorry for some questions I answered like that. I like both, but that's the way it is. I think, you know, there's always pros and cons for everything. So so yeah, I was honest and let you guys know my answers. So thank you so much for watching, and baby Noah says bye. I hope you had fun watching him. Yeah, I think this is a pretty cool angle, so let me know if you want me to film more videos this way, because I think you get to see the babies a little bit better. So yeah guys, so thank you so much for watching, and have an amazing rest of the weekend. Bye.